You're now listening to the Z-Listers podcast with Brady, Neil, and AJP.
I saw them yesterday. They were laughing that you got the extra large. And then, did you see that I censored you? With the Girls Gone Wild?
Yeah.
I showed them the uncensored version. I gave them.
Dude.
Well, they're
What
our
did they
biggest
say?
fans. You know, they basically they love it, dude.
She was tugging on my scrubs today and said, tight. I'm like, thanks. And you know, she's done it before, like months ago.
Wait, that's actually a really great point. So, oh shit, can I say this? You tell me. Well, I'll have to cut that because you just said her name.
Yeah.
I'll bleep it. But
Yeah.
not you. This is not directed towards you. But if someone at your job got really fat, would they have to request new scrubs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has that happened?
Or do what I'm doing and just have them be
stuff
tight.
yourself into them?
Yeah. I've been meaning to.
Are they that tight?
They're pretty tight, yeah.
Does it look like a ham with the string around it?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
No, not that bad. But no, I've definitely I've talked about it before. I'm self-conscious about my weight right now, and
Why?
and
You
it
look
doesn't
great,
make me. Thanks, man. Doesn't make me feel great when she does that shit, and she's not the only one who's pointing out how tight my scrubs are.
Really?
And my asshole coworker, we'll call him Dingus.
Tell me who? Okay.
Yeah, who I'm kind of cool with, but he's a big man himself, not just in height, but also he's all
Girth and
dimensions,
tonnage?
all dimensions and time too. He's big in time. Because he's always been, I don't know. Anyway, and he's made some comments too, and I'm like, and I get that he thinks that there's a sort of a camaraderie in us both sharing portentousness, fatness.
Okay.
You know, I don't think that's the right word, but anyway, I don't like it. I don't want anybody making jokes about my weight. It hurts my feelings. And I know I'm a man, so I'm not supposed to voice that, but it hurts my feelings.
Well, I'm choosing kindness today, but you made fun of me when I cried at the Football Hall of Fame. But
not really the same thing. One of them's really stupid. The other's kind of legitimate. So.
one thing you can control by not gorging yourself on fucking
Fuck
scoops of
you.
ice cream. I was hit with a wave of emotions. I was hit with a wave of emotions.
Go read fucking Joe Namath tucks me in at night, okay? You little loser.
I was hit with a wave of emotion that I could not control.
Yeah.
You don't need to eat an octopus.
Yeah, well,
just because it's 8-8.
Every time I see you, I have a fucking wave of emotion, and it's called nausea.
Just because it's 8-8 and it's $8 doesn't mean you have to go have 8 scoops of ice cream.
Not fucking listening to you, you bald. Fuck you.
See how it works?
Get a new hat.
Do you see how it works?
You take 6,000 milligrams of St. John's wort every
and
day.
I'm
That's
invincible.
That's not what Officer What's-His-Face would have liked. You know? I could have said his name. I remember his name. I don't want to out us. I guess it doesn't matter. That's not what Officer. Well, should I say it?
But we didn't have Dare in high school.
Yeah, I guess
Dare's
we
like a
did.
middle school thing, and we weren't together in middle
true.
school.
That's true. But now we'll be together inextricably throughout the end of time and beyond.
Do you want to be my friend forever?
Yeah.
Do you picture when you picture your future, and not we joke around, but do you picture being friends with me forever?
I sure hope so.
Okay. No, that's not an answer to that question. It's a yes or a no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've said before, I want to grow old with you and get STDs in the retirement home with you.
Okay.
But you say, oh no, I want.
I don't say that, dude.
You say that all the time, and it's really concerning.
No, I don't say
but
that.
I kind of feel you lately. You know?
I don't say that.
And to my dad and my brother who watch this, I'm not going to fucking kill myself.
Your brother watches too?
I just hate
still?
life sometimes. I don't hate life. Yeah, he does. And he'll sometimes. Oh, fuck. Let me set a reminder. I got to call him. Today's his birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
Shout out J-Dog.
I don't know if I should say this, but every day I go through my Facebook birthdays and memories. And because I have a bunch of friends on Facebook that are they're inactive accounts from my club promoter days. Mm-hmm. So I go through and I unfriend people, and I also check my memories because a long time ago I was posting some pretty questionable things. Mm-hmm. So I delete that stuff just to clean up my digital footprint. But there was somebody we went to school with who committed a heinous crime, is still in jail for it. Mm-hmm. And yesterday, it was his birthday. I click his profile to see if there's any activity on it, knowing full well that the's not.
I haven't listened to any
That's
of this.
okay.
Hold on. Hey Siri, can you set a reminder? Tell Justin happy birthday in
2
1
hours.
hour, 2 hours, an hour and a half. Okay, it's in 1 hour. Awesome.
Cool.
Sorry. So
We went to high school with somebody that committed a heinous crime.
and we can't say. I
I'll
know
tell you-
exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
don't say. So yet I go through my Facebook friends.
I'll just say this. Like it was a capital offense.
It was egregious.
It was murder.
hard. It was crazy. Double.
Double,
It
literally.
was double.
Yeah, like not to make light of murders, but it's like that video where the chick is like, it's from some reality show, and she's like, yeah, I had an abortion, they were twins, and the chick in the back goes, damn, double homicide. That happened at a
That happened.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
So I go through my Facebook friends and see whose birthday it is and unfriend the people whose inactive accounts,
Yeah.
Also, like, I'm when I was doing the party promotion shit, like, people would just make accounts just to promote parties. So I have, like, a lot of friends. Whatever. I just delete them.
Yeah.
It was this guy's birthday. So I clicked on his profile to see if there was any activity. 1 month before the crime, he had posted a status and it just says cold-blooded. How fucking... Dude, I got chills when I saw that yesterday. I was like, that is insane.
Yeah.
And then I Googled it and there's actually updates. We'll look later off air.
Oh,
but
really?
Insane. Yeah.
It's funny because that could just be something corny that like a teenager tweeted or posted on Facebook or whatever. Just
But-
like, yo, like maybe he was trying to make his way in the rap game and he was just like cold-blooded. Like, that's who I am. But then he
Right?
Yeah.
That's insane.
committed a crime.
Twice.
Scary.
Two crimes at once.
Yeah.
That's insane.
The whole thing's fucking creepy and crazy. How do you do that?
Very
but he was
strange.
like, I think he was not right in the head. No.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the Z-Listers podcast. My name is AJP. Next to me today, as always, my beautiful co-host Brady Neal, back at it for another one, like always, keeping it going. Even if this one's boring, we're still having a great time.
Yeah.
We have fun doing this. Fuck you. We
I
love it.
officially told AJ to stop bringing me Reese's peanut butter cups because I want to get skinny.
I was a little late today, and I sent Brady a text letting him know I was going to be a little late, and I asked him if he wanted Reese's, and he said, no, thank you, but thank you, though. And I said, no problem. Me, on the other hand, I've been eating Wawa fucking mac and cheese, bacon paninis 4 times a week. Loving life.
Yeah.
There's a place by my house. It's like a Middle Eastern place. I had it 3 days in a row last week.
That's
Third
awesome.
time I just called up there. They said, hello, name of the place. I said, it's Adam. They said, okay, click. I get the same thing every time. I eat like a dog. I just put same shit in my bowl. I'll eat it. I love
That's awesome.
it. Yeah, dude.
I've been eating Chipotle a lot.
Yeah.
It's
Chipotle's good though.
It's so
What do you get?
good, but it's like expensive.
What do you get?
Especially if I'm paying for myself and my wife. What do I get? Lately I've been switching it up a little bit, but usually it's like a chicken bowl,
Okay.
white rice, brown rice if I want to pretend that I'm being healthy. I always get extra corn because I love the corn.
You see it later.
A little bit sometimes, dude. I sent you a video last week of let's not get into that stuff because
Unbelievable.
you said people tune out when we
It's
talk
disgusting.
about that. Yeah, no, man. I've been experimenting with different sorts of salsas and
You get the verde.
sometimes, yeah. I tried the hottest one, a little too much for me.
The red one?
I'll admit it. Gave me hiccups.
Really? I asked for a little bit, and bro, I get so mad when they don't do it right.
When they do too much.
Yeah, I say a little bit of hot. I know that's little bit's not a measurement, but
Yeah.
god damn it, bro.
Yeah.
When it's like half the ladle. First of all, a full ladle of that shit, impossible. Who's
Yeah.
doing that? A half ladle still too much.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm like, I say, like, as they're moving down, a little bit of hot, and then I look, and bro, I'll stop them. If it's too much in the ladle, I'm not gonna say anything. But then when they're pouring, I'm like, that's good.
Yeah.
It should drive me nuts.
You should try going. See, I have the same predicament at work. For the past several months, I've been in the really bad habit of not bringing my lunch to work, which of course makes me be at the whim of these cafeteria workers and like whatever slop they're serving up. but also I'm just like spending so much fucking money every goddamn day at work. And if nothing, so basically they have like pre-made shit that they prepare, and then they have like you can make your own. They have like a little sandwich bar kind of thing.
Is that new?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so anyway, like my go-to, if nothing that they like prepared for the day is appealing, I'll make a wrap, very basic wrap with like cheese, lettuce, onion, chicken, and then I'll finish it off with they have like this chipotle mayo or like chipotle dressing or whatever. And every time it's this woman, Peggy, we'll call her. Peggy, every fucking time. She's a nice woman, but every time at the end, I go, oh, can I get a little bit of the chipotle, whatever? And she goes, oh, the chipotle. She always says it wrong every time.
There's a certain age of people, they can't say Chipotle.
Yeah, it's so easy. And anyway, she goes, oh, sure, the chipotle. And fucking squirts half the bottle. She'll do multiple passes with her arm. Like, I said a little bit, so now I've started modifying my language, and I'll go, can I just get a teeny, tiny bit? Like, I'll fucking make ridiculous words come out of my mouth. Can I get an eensy, little teeny, little
And does it work?
bit? No. She still puts way too much. I'm like, dude, like, fucking, it's a lot of calories, and also, like, it can be kind of spicy. And I'll admit I'm a little bitch when it comes to spice. I'm not... I used to be better, but it gives me like bad hiccups, and
I haven't
I just
been
don't have a good time.
Do you fuck with Subway? I know you used to fuck with Subway.
You know what? I'll say this: people shit on Subway. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I haven't been to Subway in a while, but when you're watching them make the thing, when they have the triangle cheese slice, when they don't do the next one upside down so that it's one solid piece of cheese, when it's just triangle next to triangle, that gets me so mad because I know they trained you to flip it over so that it's one like long piece of cheese, not just a bunch of triangles. Because on one side, one bite is going to have no cheese on it.
Right.
That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the Chipotle thing. So you only get bowls?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
used to get burritos, but then like at some point I just convinced myself that you're getting more food with the bowl.
Okay.
Which I feel like you kind of are.
Yeah, I'll always like, I'll do the rice and then the beans.
Yeah.
I always ask for another scoop after. So
Oh, really?
I set the precedent right up top.
Right.
That you're not giving me no half a fucking scoop.
That's a hack people say, because if you say extra beans, then they might shortchange you, you know, like give you a half scoop each time.
Well, first I see what their regular scoop is going to be.
Yeah.
You know, because some people, it's egregious.
Egregiously
Small.
Yeah.
And unbelievable. I do not fuck with that.
At the Chipotle by me, like, a lot of times the manager's the one, like, making shit, and he can be so fucking cheap and chintzy.
Like, he has to pay for the beans?
Yeah.
Bro,
It's like,
fuck you.
come on, bro. I know you have, like, margins or whatever, and they measure, like, how much, like, you work with me here. Come on.
And I'm not asking for extra, like, sure, I'll pay for extra meat or whatever if that's what I'm getting. But, like, the two cheapest things here, give me more of that.
Yeah, for real.
It couldn't be cheaper.
Yeah.
The napkin's got to cost more than the rice and the beans.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
They put
dude?
like 37 grains of rice in your bowl and move on. It's like, no. Back that trailer up, Charlie.
If it's like flat on the spoon, go fuck yourself. Hell no.
You want it heaping over the rim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Always. That's unbelievable.
I love that rice, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
love me some cilantro.
I've been getting sofritas.
Sofritas?
Yeah, because the
nice.
meat is a hit or miss.
Really?
For me, if I get like a chewy piece of chicken in my
Yeah, that
Chipotle
does
bowl,
happen sometimes.
I'm checking out of life.
The sofritas is like the vegetarian shit, right?
Yeah, it's tofu.
Okay. And how is it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't
try that.
like big chunks of tofu, but the way they do it over there,
Yeah.
they know what they're doing.
I gotta try that out. Is it like less calories?
I don't worry about that. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah. But yeah, I like Chipotle. Chipotle's good.
I
go through like waves with Chipotle. Cause yeah, I do the same shit. That I don't like. My mom says this, and it drives me nuts. I'll say something, and she'll be like, "Well, you are getting older," and it's like, "God damn it, don't say that." I know it's true, but son of a bitch.
Like what kind of shit?
We went to D.C. a couple months ago, and I wanted to go to this one place because I wanted this breakfast burrito. I had it 7 years ago, and it was all I was thinking about.
Yeah.
And I had it, but when I went the most recent time, we got this appetizer, and it was called brunch tots.
Yeah.
And it was this big bowl of tater tots with like all this shit on it, right? It was so good. And I had like half of that. Then when the burrito came, I didn't finish the burrito. And like all weekend I'm talking about this burrito, and I'm still thinking about it. I love it. It was great. But I didn't finish it. And my mom was like, "Oh, you talk all that shit about having the burrito and you didn't finish it." And I was like, "Yeah, but we had the fucking brunch tots and shit." Like, and I ate most of that anyway. So like, yeah, I'm not going to finish the burrito. She goes, "Well, yeah. And when you had it the first time, you were a lot younger." So I was like 19 or 20. And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Don't say that. I know you're listening, Mom. Don't say that. I'm still a young man and I'm not even in my prime." She's going to text me on Monday morning after she listens and be like, "Oh, yeah, you're old. You can't eat spicy shit." Don't say that. One time she took me to this burrito place down the shore. It was like on TV on one of those diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Sure.
And I tried like every hot sauce, bro. I ruined a Family Dollar bathroom. Like I painted the walls of that fucking place. And then we like ran out of there. But she never lets me forget that. And that has nothing to do with me not being able to handle spice. I just went a little overboard that time. But I hate when she reminds me of my mortality. I hate it. I'm a young man.
You are a young man.
Thank you, bro. We're young men. Drives me nuts. But yeah, I used to do a lot of like runs and 5Ks with my mom, and I'd be able to like keep up with her or whatever. Then there's one called the Fifth Ave Mile, and it's exactly what it sounds like. So that you don't have to pace yourself; you just sprint for a mile and it's over. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I could do this, and it goes by like age groups, right? It goes by gender and age groups. So I did this maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. So it was like men like 18 to 24 or 25. And I was like, oh, I'm good. Bro, I ran this shit in Air Force Ones. I was not prepared at all. And like, there's all these like young guys there, like probably on their college cross country shit. I'm like, a mile's nothing. I could sprint a mile. And every wave that they send down, there's a cop car behind them just kind of keeping up with everybody. Then I guess it goes around and comes back and it just follows everybody. And bro, I was the last one in my age group. I did it in like 9 minutes, or 10 minutes. But still, I mean, these kids were doing it. The other guys in the group were doing it in like 6 or 7 minutes, and I'm like, holy, because you're just sprinting. You know what I mean? You're not trying to set a pace.
Right.
I was doing it, and I was like, God damn, the cop car just passed me. Like I was so last, and I was like, man, like I did not train for that shit at all. And I think that's what set it off with my mom. And she's like, oh, you're not a young guy anymore. It's like, God damn it, Mom. Yes, I am. But,
dude, once we get like rich and famous, we're gonna get fucking stem cells out the yin yang, testosterone,
injected everywhere,
estrogen, whatever.
I want to get like my joints replaced just cause. Like my knees and my hips replaced.
Yeah,
Fill me up with metal.
When you're rich, you should do stuff like that, like every like certain number of miles, like a car.
Yeah.
You know what I
love
mean?
that. Have you seen that one guy that takes he's like he got a lot of money in tech or whatever, and he's like probably a billionaire or some shit. But now, oh wait, we're gonna find this guy. I think his name is Brian Johnson.
Okay.
Have you seen? You heard Brian Johnson, health nut. I think that's his name because they were talking about him. Oh, of course it's Brian with a Y. Brian Johnson. Why do all people that are like crazy into health, why do they look like friggin'
so androgynous,
like cyborgs? Yeah.
Why does he look like the? Well, maybe not. He looks like somebody you used to know.
Yeah, he does. He does. But yeah, this guy.
That
if you see,
outfit sucks.
he has oh my God, you got to see. Like in this picture, he kind of looks tan, but this guy's like regimen and like what he does every day. He like sleeps in these chambers that measure shit. He takes like crazy vitamins. He eats like 3 grains of rice every 4 hours. The guy is insane. And of course, he has like a course that he sells and shit.
Yeah.
But and his vitamin stack, dude, is insane. So I don't know if this. Oh yeah, my results in my 2 years blueprint. Oh yeah, he like reversed aged and shit. He like slowed down aging. Body inflammation is 85% below the average 18-year-old.
That's crazy.
Like his insides are like a baby, dude. Like he like reversed himself.
Leg press single rep max 800 pounds.
See, the guy's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Bench press single rep max 240. top 10% of 18-year-olds.
99th percentile in sleep performance and recovery. Whoop. I know Whoop is like a company that makes like trackables that like track your sleep, but that's such a funny statistic.
Watch this. Vice did a piece on him where like a guy followed him, and like every single thing of this guy's life is like measured to like, 30 plus organ ages quantified. So he knows like the age of every one of his organs. Basically, and he like slowed down aging of his insides. This is next level. This is way too much.
See, yeah, all that shit is like awesome and whatnot, but I can't help wonder like how much time all this takes up. Do you enjoy life?
That's the thing.
Read? Do you fuck?
That's the thing.
Hey, Brian Johnson, do you ever get laid?
There's no way. It's just you don't have the
time for nookie.
Because imagine like mid-stroke, you'd be like, oh, fuck, I got to take a vitamin. Like, that's insane. You know something? I'm trying to be less of a hater. And I know that's insane coming from me.
Yeah,
but
truly.
It's just like, live your life. Don't go crazy and do
murder
shit.
people?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, that's a low bar. Don't murder people.
But no, I'm saying like, don't end up on a TLC show.
Yeah.
But like that is literally the same thing, but the opposite end of the spectrum.
That's so like it's obsessive behavior for your own good.
Yeah.
But it's still bad because it's neurotic.
Insane. But
I'd love to know what that guy's day-to-day is like.
I'll send you the video.
Yeah. But I'm saying even that is like edited and shit.
That's
they don't
true.
show the in-between where he's like taking a dump or like watching. He probably doesn't watch TV. He probably
doesn't even shit.
Because shit is waste.
He has none.
Dude, that guy's living my dream. I don't want to shit anymore. Brian Johnson, we need you on the podcast. We want to find out what you do. And I'm sorry I said that you don't get laid.
Yeah.
You probably fuck a lot. I mean, you look good.
Yeah.
I would.
But then I wonder if it might be illegal to have sex with him because if all of his organs reversed aged, his dick might be underage. He might not be able to have sex.
That's a pretty good riff, dude.
Right? Or, well, never mind. Keep it PG-13. I was going to go somewhere crazy. But
tell me off the podcast.
I will, totally. It's something I'm not going to forget.
Can you give me like a...
Nope.
Oh, okay.
We're going to use context clues. You're smart.
Okay. A lot of times what you and I will do is if there's something that we want to talk about with one another, but we don't want it recorded digitally, we'll say something like, oh, remind me of Polar Bear.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like something that relates to the story, but, our FBI agent could never guess.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, Polar Bear, like in person.
Yeah.
And it's funny how great that system works for us.
And I love, too, when we forget. Like when we'll have a code and then we forget what it is. Because that happens, too. And I'm like, we'll be looking at it like, what the hell did we mean? Like, like whatever it'll be. It'll be like...
system shock.
Yeah, like brand new sofa, and we're like, what? And in the moment, whoever said it, it's like the craziest thing ever. You know what I mean? But I can't stop thinking about buying gold bars with crypto. I'm sorry, I just can't stop thinking about it.
Like poke one flaw in that theory. I dare you. It's foolproof.
You know what else too? I was talking with somebody about this the other day. What makes art worth money, right? If you were to buy a house, right? And it was just say $100,000 house, your net worth is like it goes up because you own the house. Now you don't own all of it, but you're paying it off.
Right.
And houses are worth things because they're compared to other houses in the area and shit like that. Cars are worth stuff because there's a market. You know what I'm saying? You can't say like I can't say that my car is worth $1 million, therefore like my net worth is $1 million because nobody would pay $1 million for my car.
Right.
But art is like so subjective and like what makes art worth money? Like, sure, there's famous artists, and then those pieces are worth money. But then you see, like, that one that it was like that big-ass painting that was a blue thing with a line through it. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. And that sold for, like, whatever. Actually, let's look it up.
Isn't that, like, a thing? Like, isn't a lot... I don't even want to make up statistics here. But isn't, like, art to some extent, like, sometimes kind of just, like, laundering money?
Well, this is my thing, right?
Okay.
So Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, you saw it
New
real
York
quick.
Post, lick our balls from the back.
You saw it real-
Fucking hacks.
So, $43.8 million for this.
Okay.
Right? Giant ass blue
That's
thing
fucking
with
insane.
a line through it. So, and I don't know who the artist is, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't care if, like, they resurrected Michael Jackson and he made it and then died again. It's not worth that. That's
Yeah.
insane. And my thing is, like, I don't want to try to sell art to scam people.
Yeah.
But I want to say I have a crazy art collection so I can, like, meet people.
Yeah.
Right? Because do you know that guy? Oh shit, what's his name? He just had that crazy party in the Hamptons. He started Fanatics.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name.
Okay.
But like he had every celebrity on his yacht.
Yeah, and at his house and shit like that. And he made Fanatics, that brand that makes like basically every merch for every sports league and team ever.
Okay.
They like signed contracts. I think even like NASCAR uses Fanatic. What is it called? You know what I'm talking about? Fanatics.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on, I got.
Of course, you're gonna Google it. And
I just want
just take up a bunch of time.
Fanatics. Yeah. So what the hell's the guy's name? Michael Rubin.
Michael Rubin.
Mikey
Rubin.
51 years old. But now he's just
Dude,
like
he's
this...
going to be begging to get on our yacht in a couple of years.
Oh, for sure, dude. I'm actually might have an email from him to get on the show that I haven't checked because I don't check the email.
And you're welcome to come on our yacht anytime, Mikey.
Unless
I won't even say it.
$11.4 billion, right?
Okay. That's how much he's worth?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's just listed as like a businessman,
Yeah.
right? And, you know, now he has famous friends and shit. So I want to have an art collection, just say it's worth a lot of money just to have connections. I'm not trying to scam anybody with like to take their money.
Yeah.
I want to scam friendships. And why is that? Why can't we do that?
Isn't my friendship enough?
Well, yeah, buddy, but we need help.
Oh, right. Well, you said you're going to befriend Phil Murphy.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you can't.
Bon Jovi.
You can't just have. You need to have.
So
multiple...
scam Phil Murphy and Bon Jovi and say you have a bunch of Picassos or something.
But that's the thing. I don't even think it has to be Picassos. I think you could just say like, you know, like we're at some party or whatever. I'm at some like random gala somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, who the hell is that?
As you do. You're always at galas.
Well, I'm saying I will be.
Okay.
And they'll be like, oh, he's like a musician. And they'll be like, oh, what? And look me up and see I have fucking like 21 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, but he has like a $200 million art collection.
Yeah.
Now they're like, wait a minute. How did this jerk off get $200 million art collection?
Now they're interested. You got them hooked.
Exactly. And now I know them. And then, you know, and then I could just say I sold my, you know, my collection, it burned. There was a fucking fire at the storage facility. But my friendships are still there. Now I know famous people.
That's awesome.
Right? Why can't you just trick people into being your friend and thinking you're famous? And what makes art worth money?
That's a great question.
I'm sure there's an answer.
I mean,
I don't care to look. But
imagine being that guy or gal who painted a fucking canvas blue and then put a white stripe down the middle and you get $40-something million. How does that work?
Who's the artist?
And how do I emulate it?
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah, well, I don't really listen when you talk, and I think we've firmly established that, both, you know, between us and also on this podcast. Like, I don't know why you're shocked when I don't listen to you.
Barnett Newman.
Randy Newman's son. Spelled the same? Newman?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, the guy died in 1970.
Ooh, R.I.P.
So he wasn't even around to see his work go for that much money.
Sorry, Barney.
But like, I mean, we don't know anything about the art world. I think that's fair to say.
Mm-hmm.
This guy could be on the level of like a Picasso or a
yeah. Yeah, the way he does stripes on
well,
you know.
Well, look, that's like his whole thing.
Yeah.
His whole thing is just looks like stripes, but
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it seems like there definitely, in the art world, there is a premium on being dead. So for your plan to work, I think we need to fake our deaths.
No, what if we just make up a... What if we...
We make up a fictitious genius painter who died?
Yeah, but then I'm thinking about... They're gonna have to have been... Okay, what if we go... We go to a cemetery, pick a headstone,
okay,
find the family, and say we want to buy the rights to your dead relative.
Okay.
And then from there, they had.
How do we approach that tactfully?
We don't. It doesn't matter. Let me
just
tell you.
Send form letters out.
Well, yeah. I mean, if somebody and they had to have died before the internet, because
Okay.
we're gonna have to make them a life.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna have to track down old friends, ex-lovers, shit like that,
Yeah.
and be like, look, the guy was an artist, the woman was an artist, whatever, whoever we pick. If we find somebody's grandson or granddaughter and be like, hey, was your grandpa a fucking just random ass guy?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, cool. Do you want $10,000 for us to now own the rights to your dead grandpa? We could totally find some 20-year-old with a grandpa that died in like 1982,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And be like, okay, this is our guy now. We
Right.
spend a couple years making a life.
Right.
You know, we you know what else we do? I was thinking about this too. We hold like a gala.
Mhm.
And we invite a bunch of famous people because you could just pay. I was listening to a podcast with you know Jelly Roll. He's a country singer. He's like a rapper, but he's a country artist. He's like a mix.
Sounds
of shit.
familiar.
Anyway, he tried to buy his childhood home, right?
Mhm.
And he put in it wasn't for sale, but he went to the people and he put in an offer. They rejected it. He put in another offer that was like crazy above market value, and they rejected it. And his business manager was like, you know, maybe it's not a good idea, whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, you're right. And his business manager was like, well, what were you even going to do with it? And he's like, excuse me. He's like, I don't know, go inside and cry, which I thought was funny. But and it made me think like, wow, like if you have a lot of money, you could buy shit that's not like technically for sale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, don't smirk at me. Do not smirk at me when I say something like that. That makes me uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Just saying, like you were talking about basically buying relationships.
Yeah, but I don't like
There's lots of different kinds of relationships.
Stop it now.
Okay.
But it made me think like, wow, you can just buy stuff if you have a lot of money. So
Yeah.
what we do is we make this fake person, right?
Mhm.
We hold a gala. We get some money together to invite some famous people. Like take their picture next to the paintings.
Mhm.
You know, we'll get like, Obama there. Bunch of famous.
How the fuck are we landing
Oh,
Obama?
he's unemployed now. He's retired. He'll come to a gala if we ask him.
You bum, get a job, Obama.
No, he's chilling. We invite like just think of all these famous people, get their picture next to the painting. Then we wait a little bit. Then we say that like they used to own it.
Yeah.
Right? So now we have the legacy of the fake artist we made up, plus a super famous person owning it
Yeah.
or saying that they own
I
it.
love this little web of lies
Right?
we're weaving.
So what?
No, I love it.
And then now we own them.
Mhm.
How did we come into possession of them? We'll have to figure out. But then, we have the fake famous artist, and then we have proof that a famous person owned it,
Yeah.
sell it for however much, and then we're golden. Take it
Okay.
to Sotheby's and let it go.
Well, no, I'm on board. I'm on board with the whole like making friends with the fake art, but then when we're selling the fake art, which is something you specifically said you didn't want to do,
I changed my mind.
now guess what? We're committing fraud.
Are
which
we,
is
though?
a crime. Yeah, you.
I think the biggest fraud is selling that line, that blue shit for $43 million.
I agree. But you can't make up qualities about a painting and then sell it for millions. That's fraud.
It'd be funny if we sold it for like $800.
Yeah.
We do all that shit. Obama used to own this, a fake artist, and we're just trying to get like $750. That'd be really funny. This is slowly turning into the like how to scam podcast, but they're all terrible scams.
Why is my mom calling me? Mom, stop. Don't do that.
Are you gonna answer it?
No.
It's so funny because you're like, oh my God, I need to call my daddy. I'm going to be so upset. I need to call my dad. And then your mom calls and you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, what did she fucking want? No,
something?
she loves to fucking like triple text.
You know something too? It's crazy that your mom didn't know your voice. Because one time after a podcast, she called you and I answered and she talked to me for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And didn't realize it wasn't you. And I don't think we sound alike at all.
Just goes to show how close I am with my mom.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Yeah, sorry. I love my mom. We're not as close as we could be.
Well, sounds like you need to work on that.
It's a two-way street. She doesn't fucking call me.
She just tried.
She does.
She just tried.
But here's the thing. She wants something from me.
Oh, okay.
You know,
she's not just calling to
it's
see
never
how you
doing, Brady? Howdy doody. It's fucking, can you come babysit the fucking dogs?
Mm.
Which, I love those goddamn dogs. It just upends my whole weekend. Then I'm like, fucking strapped to this one place. I got to stay at the house. And it's like,
You have to stay with the dog?
No, I don't have to stay with the dog. I can leave them alone for a few hours.
Where's your brother and sister?
No, it was just a made up example because that has happened before. This is a different matter, but like still, she wants something from me. She's asking for a favor. That's the only reason she's fucking texted me twice today, and she's just called me. Chill out, bro. I'm gonna tell you off mic what it is she wants, but it's like so nothing, like it's not even important. But whatever.
Oh man, that's good. That's good.
Do you feel the same way about your mom?
No,
I guess you can't say it on the podcast. She actually listens, but
but
you like your mom?
Oh yeah, I love my mom.
You pretend to be this like surly gentleman and shit, but you love your family.
What does a surly gentleman have to do with loving my family? Surly
You
gentlemen
always
don't
say
love
like, "Oh, my fucking uncle was texting me, and I said, suck my dick, jerk off." You're always saying shit like that.
I mean, there's certain people in my family that I'm like, I feel like you feel, where it's like, hey, it's a two-way street. You know, you want to, But for the most part, my close family, hell yeah. But then, if I reach out and say like happy birthday or some shit like that, or reach out for something and you don't answer me at all, or you don't give me, something, if you don't match my energy, you're it's like the Sims thing. I told you I have that Sims bar in my head where you're dropping points real quick, real fucking quick.
Yeah. When Gingy and Glamis made us those T-shirts, their bar went up.
Of course. Oh, their bar is through. They broke their bar. That thing goes through the roof. They're the
those
best.
Those are OGs, or day ones.
Hell yeah.
More or less. I mean, Jordan Rogers, your Glizzy and Garrett.
Glizzy and Glick. That's so funny. You know something? You know what you stopped doing that you used to do a lot?
What?
But used to, for family members, used to say fake names. Remember?
Yeah.
If I'd be like, "Oh, my mom's calling," you'd be like, "Oh, tell
Cynthia,
Claire."
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's my
We both
grandma's
said
name.
T's. Claire?
No, Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia.
That's funny as hell.
Aw.
Did you know that?
Wait,
or you just said that.
Gribby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gribby? No, I didn't know that at all.
But yeah, like if I'd be like, "Oh, my mom's calling," you'd be like, "Oh, tell Cheryl I said hi."
Yeah,
You
I used to
doing
do that a lot. I don't know. I guess.
You grew up.
I retired the bit. I prefer to put it that way.
That's
It's funny because I only met your grandma for a couple of minutes, so I have a very vague photo of her in my head, but she doesn't strike me as a Cynthia.
Really?
I would say more like Carol or no.
Hell no.
Nancy.
No.
No.
Hell no. I gotta say your mom. I won't say your mom's name because I'm respectful, but
Yeah. Well,
she doesn't look like her name at all.
I didn't fucking say your mom's name.
Last week you did 5 times
Oh, shit.
when you told her to call Louis C.K., which
sorry,
she still
Heather.
didn't do.
I'm sorry, Heather.
Rosalind. Rosalia? What's her name?
Rosaline.
Yeah, she doesn't look like a Rosaline.
Yeah. You don't think so?
Not at all.
I guess it's one of those things, I just know her as that. And so.
Well, no fucking shit. That's the stupidest thing you've ever said.
Let me say more words before you interrupt me.
There's no more words you could add to that would make
The
it.
point is that they just sort of become that person, so it makes perfect sense.
You're a trip, dude.
You're a fucking asshole. and I hope you get even balder.
Well, it's happening. My beard's getting gray. That's another thing. I get gray hairs in my beard. What the fuck is up with that?
I hope you get type 2 alopecia.
Not
Adult
nice.
onset alopecia. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I
Prick.
got a good head, bro. I got good head, bro. I look good bald.
Yeah, no, you do.
Yeah, thank you.
And to all of our listeners with alopecia, no, whatever.
No, do you mean that I look good bald?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, fuck you, dude. No, 'cause I feel like I could have a lumpy head, dude.
To all of our listeners with alopecia, I'm just teasing.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's like, at the end of Eminem songs, sometimes they'll be like, I'm just playing Diddy. I love you. Like shit like that. I'm just playing alopecia, people. I love you.
YouTube doesn't have analytics for people with alopecia, but can't count it out.
Oh, speaking of which, you said you don't want to be involved with... Can we talk about that?
Brady, there are things that I text you that stay in our text conversation. Just like earlier when you said, "Oh, we have codes where we only say it in person because we don't want it on the record."
Yeah.
There's some things that have to stay between us.
You know what's really funny is you're going to cut all this out, but you're still looking at the camera.
No, I'm going to leave in what I said because I need you to know.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I also think I like that it. Maybe people that listen don't like this, but I like to leave that in, like some mystery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I showed you were saying that I would love to move to Cleveland and I would call the Guardians their old name, which is absolutely absurd. And then I showed you a picture and you laughed or whatever. And nobody knows what I showed you, but you can kind of infer, but there's no actual record of it.
Yeah.
And you know, I like doing that. I think it's fun. I think it's fun for the listeners.
You know, what's funny is like in regards to the you can infer, like it could have been anything. Especially now that you still won't say what it was. It could have been anything.
Yeah, I know. So what? Whatever, dude. It don't matter. We're having fun.
You could have been showing me your cart on Wayfair. You know? It's a bit of an old reference, but it checks out.
Yeah, yes it does. Wow. We have a lot of fun here, dude.
We do.
Do you know? I want to end. We could end on this. You know, like Linus Tech Tips. You know.
Yeah,
this.
LTT.
So he's in like some drama right now and shit. Because you know what? It's not important. It's not important.
You can't give me the ballpark?
I'll tell you off air, but as I'm going through, it's not important at all. Nothing matters. We're just two buddies hanging out. My grandpa's gonna text me and be like, "This one wasn't funny." Sorry.
It
Thanks
was
for the
funny.
shirts. No, I know, but he calls me up and he tells me that sometimes, and I'm like,
Really?
"Oh yeah." He gives me a review of every episode.
Giggy, we don't want to hear that.
Only call us if you have nice things to say about the show. Sometimes they're not going to hit. I mean, I'm sure you were driving and listening to Howard Stern and you didn't laugh one time.
Oh, yeah. Like all of my favorite podcasters, there's episodes where I'm just like, ugh. God. Actually, that's not quite true. With Pete Holmes, like I feel like I always like it, but
That's
there's
because you're in love with him.
Yeah, I love Petey Pants. He was on Family Feud.
Yeah, I love Family Feud.
He's such a good guy.
That's my goal. That's my actual realistic goal. Host a game show, not Family Feud, because I could never fill Steve Harvey's
Like
shoes.
guest host or
No.
want
Be the guy.
Oh wow.
I want it to be like 2050. How old do I be? I'll be 54.
2050.
Or no, yeah, I'm 2050. And they're like, oh, do you remember that guy? Like you hear maybe like something, a song, or somebody makes a joke about like a Z-list podcast, and they're like, yeah, actually, you know what? I used to listen to a podcast, and I wonder what he's up to. And then they Google me, and I'm like hosting like fucking not even a good game show, but one that's just on. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to do.
City Slickers.
Was that a game show?
No, I'm making it up as I go. City Slickers. It's men and women or anything in between, and they have to navigate an obstacle course that's shaped like a city, and but they're also naked and they're all slicked up with oil. City Slickers.
That's something. It's not going to be on the Game Show Network.
I really like the idea. Is GSN still alive?
Fuck yeah, it is.
That's
dude.
crazy. I really like the idea of you being the host of a really controversial game show.
Okay.
That's like crazy for like a lot of reasons. And there's like so many allegations swarming around the show and stuff. And it gets canceled after like 3 episodes. It's not even a full series. But it's just like a back of the internet sort of rumor.
Okay.
You know, like it's just hard to find episodes. I like that.
Welcome back to Say the Slur. and the slur gets worse, but the money gets higher. And then like if the people will say it to the person that it's supposed to offend, they'll actually get it.
That's crazy.
Right? 3 episodes, dude. We just
But they just the person that gets offended, they just pull them off the street. So it's not like
they have
your
no
safety
idea.
is not guaranteed.
Oh yeah, they
Like,
have no idea.
If you say the slur to the person, they could beat the shit out of you.
Not me, the contestant.
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay,
saying
yeah.
that was
Okay,
sweet.
so we the person that is on the receiving end of the slur gets told something else.
Yeah.
Like they know they're on a game show,
Yeah.
but they're not told what it is. Like we blindfold them so that they don't see any of like the the branding on the set.
Yeah.
And
I don't
then-
know if we could say this on the internet.
Why?
I feel like this is a crazy idea. Can I tell you something that my coworker came up with?
Sure.
And I do mean my coworker. This isn't like, oh, my friend, like my coworker. He said, you know how we have like rooms you can go to like destroy like old TVs and shit.
Yeah.
He said there should be a room like that, but for like slurs, and you just go in the room and like scream whatever you want. And I thought that was like crazy.
It's called your car.
And he said that
It's called rush hour traffic.
He said that in front of coworkers that were not the same color as us, and I thought that was fucking
What did they
insane.
say?
I don't know. He honestly just said so much wild shit. I think they just ignored it.
Wow.
And they've said some wild shit too. You know, like my one coworker. I don't know. We call her Bambi, maybe. I don't know if we.
Oh yeah.
Do we call her Bambi on the show?
Maybe.
She said some like straight up like anti-Semitic stuff and
Really?
stuff like. Yeah, I didn't tell you about that.
No.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you off air. But anyway, so I don't think
Like
she's
seriously.
kind of. Anyway,
Didn't
she's
she also say she wants to make you her bitch?
Yeah, she said she wanted to tie me up for a day and make me her
Sex slave?
Sex slave.
That's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah. So anyway, she's in no position to really get offended by anything, but
She says crazy shit.
they just don't even listen to him anymore.
Wow.
And he's the most liked person in our department. Everybody fucking hates me. So that's not true. Half of the shitty people who are fucking have no morals, they hate me. The cool people, the everyday people, I'm my day ones will stay real to me.
That business.
Shout out
Wow.
the only person I know of who watches this podcast. You know who you are. You're the man.
That room where you go to say the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You could like upcharge because you could film it,
Uh-huh.
and then for you to delete it, you could charge more money.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah. This has been the Z-Listers podcast. We're chilling, baby. This is just what happens.
Only 30% of this episode is gonna make it online because we said some crazy stuff.
Oh well. My name is AJP. That's Brady Neal. See you next week. Love ya.
Bye. Do a cartoonish way.
Bye. Bye.